Today's episode is sponsored by Fleet Week. Julie, do you know what Fleet Week is?
I do know what Fleet Week is.
Tell us. What's so special about Fleet? Fleet Week to me is like, okay, the fleet of cars, like
Interesting.
yeah, tell us.
Well, it's when all the sailors dock from the little ships that they're in for months on end, and shit gets wild. They're all horned up.
Uh and
So,
and so you know about this.
okay, to be fair, Angie, producer Angie told me about it.
Oh, and you're going with Angie.
I can't go with Angie because she is our producer Angie, something we have not discussed, but she'll love this because attention, but she is recovering from surgery.
Is she okay?
She yeah, no, she's doing great.
Elective
She's
surgery.
no, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
But she I don't want to put her medical business out there, um but she's doing so much better, and it's
Okay.
just a very long recovery process. So Um, no, but she is, if Angie is one thing, she's a producer in our podcast and in my life because
Uh,
she's like, let me fix your dating life. And she's like, you should go outside. Fleet Week is happening. So,
and so you're gonna go.
mhm.
Uh-huh. And um and you're gonna go and
Just gonna, no, I'm not going with a plan. I'm just gonna go.
got
I'm
it,
just gonna
got
go.
it.
I'm going with my friend Dominique.
Hi,
She's also
Dominique.
single. Hi, Dominique.
Does Dominique
Um,
listen to the podcast?
I don't know. She might
Oh,
not. She might. Oh, bad friend.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Dominique.
Yeah.
Dominique, come on the pod and tell us why you don't listen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe she can come on the pod after Fleet Week and we can discuss
Yeah, okay.
the chaos of the sailors.
And so you go to Fleet Week. And do you have like Tinder open? Is it like, oh, maybe we'll meet in line at a food truck? Like, what's the situation?
Who's to say? Because this is my first experience.
Got it. I'm just trying to paint a picture. Um,
Mm.
is everyone standing at, where the ship docks and like the guys come off the ship and it's like pick me, choose me, or is it like is there a festival happening? Is there entertainment?
I think it's like a little bit of everything except for the auction of the sailors. I don't think that part is happening, but I do think they give like tours of the boats, which I don't give a fuck. But they it's like I tried to tell Adrian before we started recording, which is why he brought this up, is it's kind of like Pride for straight people, where it's like bars are open, food trucks are out there, probably some DJs, and it's like an event, an event of sorts, is what I'm gathering. Again, I've never gone to it, um, but
Mhm.
it's intense. Apparently, a lot of partying.
I wonder how many of those men are actually straight because I'm pretty sure it gets down on the ship, if you know what I mean.
100%. But we here at Yumi and Chisme are supporters and advocates for bisexuality, especially in
Absolutely.
men.
Yes.
So we would love to
I'm
see it.
I'm a bisexual man.
Well, maybe emotionally.
Welcome to Me and Chisme, your number one source for chisme on the internet. It's Adrian and Julie here
We're both
celebrating
here.
Fleet Week on You, Me, and Chisme. Um, it is LA Fleet Week 2024. It's in
Mhm.
San Pedro. You can go. It's May 22nd to May 27th, 2004,
So you
Memorial
missed
Day
it
weekend.
by the time you heard this.
No,
Oh,
this
wait, no, no.
it's just so
You're right.
silly.
You're right. Hey, look, we
So
record all kinds of
silly.
times.
So
Yeah,
silly.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
not sponsored by Fleet Week, but we
We're unfortunately.
could.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a photo of these men playing horns on the website. How about you
Yeah.
put those lips around my horn? Ha ha.
Oh my God. Do you want to come?
No, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
fuck me
actually
then.
busy Memorial Day weekend.
Okay, all of a sudden. You see
All
how
of a
he is
sudden.
to me? You
All
see
of a sudden.
what he's like? You
First of
see
all,
what he's like?
you decided to invite Dominique before you invited me. So let's start there.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
moving on.
Uh-huh. We're actually celebrating my dad's birthday.
Oh, that's adorable.
He turned 70 in March, but we waited a little bit to throw him a birthday party. We're throwing him a birthday party um Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Why did you guys wait to throw a birthday party?
His birthday was in March,
Okay.
March 22nd, and we had just celebrated my niece's quinceañera. So everybody was a little bit,
Mm,
strapped for cash. Also, it's a little
mm-hmm.
bit more likely to rain in March than in May. So we're hoping for good
Yeah.
weather. Although, the weather in LA this week has been drab.
It doesn't know what the
Drab.
fuck is going on.
I mean, oh, just disgusting.
You
Um,
could dress for cold and windy and end up sweating by midday.
Yeah. It looks like
Yeah,
it's gonna be, I'm looking at the weather on my phone, which is never accurate, Apple.
never.
Um, but it looks like we're gonna get a beautiful high of 72 on the day of the
Mm,
birthday.
okay.
So we'll see how much that changes because we still have a whole week at plus.
Right.
Yeah, okay, well, welcome.
Welcome.
This is Yumi and Chisme episode 2 after our long hiatus.
Yeah. Look at
Uh,
us.
Look at us. We said we'd be back, and here we are. Um, Julie, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing excellent.
Great.
Julie, the people want to know.
Do they?
Yeah, they want to know the update. They want to know
Oh,
the
of the
update
date.
on the date. Yeah, what happened? How's it going? What's the 411? If you want to share, I don't want to put you on the spot.
Of course not. The date went well. The date went
Okay.
well. I met him. He is more handsome in person, unfortunately for me.
Uh-huh.
Um, he very intelligent. And we went on the first date on a Friday, got to the restaurant at 7, restaurant closed at 10. We left at 10. Then we walked across the street, went to like a pizzeria that did wine and beer, and they closed at 11. And then by that point we were like, I guess it's over.
Our
It's time
place
to
is
go.
not open late here. It's really crazy.
I
You
guess
know,
not.
my friend Alex, that is the biggest gripe he has with this place.
Oh,
That
really?
yeah, like places don't stay open late. We're not, and
Yeah.
that's not like a bar or a club. Like
Right.
those
Yeah, there was
places.
there was like two bars down the street that were open, but we opened the door and it was so loud in there. We were like, we're not gonna have conversations. And then we were walking across the street from to the other bar, and there were people coming out of there, and they were like, "Don't go in there. There are people fucking in the bathrooms." And then I was like, maybe let's go in. No. I was like, maybe
You know
let's go
what's
see.
you know what's a great place if you live in like the Hollywood area.
Mm.
Um, there is a place, there's a hotel called the Cara Hotel. It's on
Mm.
Western. Lovely place to go have a drink. There's a little bar on the right side once you walk in. They also have a restaurant. Great little place if you want to have a drink in a reasonable. There's music playing, but at a
Uh-huh.
reasonable level, so you can still hear the other person. Because I
Oh,
am deaf, to be honest with you. I can't
right,
hear the TV is on at max volume. My neighbors
right.
can hear all of the housewives screaming at each other because I need
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, that's a nice place. Not sponsored, but
Okay.
if anybody wants to go there, that would be a great that's a cute little place. Okay, anyways,
I love
continue,
it.
Julie.
Well, that was basically it. He walked me to my car, he hugged me, no kiss, which I'm not. Okay, so Adrian has already heard this monologue. Um, I've never not been kissed, and it's doing things to me where
Mm.
I'm like having existential crises about it. And so, um, I pick my dates very carefully on apps. So I'm like, the vibe has to be there because You best believe I'm gonna get kissed. I'm not one of these girlies that are like, I don't kiss on the first date. No, no, no.
Mhm.
You gonna kiss me. And often, here's the thing, another thing, which the kiss is what I advocate for, but often there's more on the first date, which is not necessarily what I would like, but it's just the way that things progress sometimes. And I'll admit that when things progress, it's a little bit of a turn off for me. I'm like, a kiss, good, nice. But now we're in the car. How'd your hand get there? It's just, I'm like, oh, now it's something else. So I've dealt with that. And now
Mhm.
I'm dealing with the complete opposite, where he's not giving me a kiss. And I'm like I'm not losing my mind, but like, I'm like, so you hate me or what is that?
Uh-huh. What did I
But,
Oh, go ahead.
uh-huh. Well,
No,
I
go
was gonna
ahead.
say he's very like gentlemanly. Like I told Adrian too, like this has never happened to me where someone, I mean, you read about it in romance books, but like this has never happened to me where a man is like walking side of the street. You know, it's a thing that some men do, right? That they move you so you're inside of the street and they're on the street side. Never happened to
Movie.
me.
Okay, so wait.
Hmm.
Walk inside of the street.
Yes, so you're closer to the buildings than you are to incoming traffic.
Does that make sense though? The wording walk on the inside
Well,
of
okay,
the
that's not
street.
what he said. He
Oh,
moved me, and he's like, "Can you walk over here?" And then
yeah,
he
yeah,
moved
yeah.
me, and then he moved on the other side.
Uh,
And so
yeah,
I figured what he was doing,
yeah, yeah,
obviously.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Never happened to me. So he
Mhm.
paid for everything.
Did you guys hold hands though when you were
No.
walking? No. Okay.
But when we were talking, my hands were on the table and he like touched my hands at some point because he was looking at my
Mm,
rings and then he
mm-hmm,
touched my arm because he was looking at my tattoos.
mm-hmm.
But like that was the most of it
Well, but there was what happened at the end?
that he hugged me.
Yeah, but didn't the hug feel
Yeah, the hug was nice. And then he kissed me on the cheek. So
okay?
again, I was
Oh,
like,
that's
okay,
nice.
friend zoned. Did I just get friend zoned?
But what did I tell you?
I don't remember.
Uh-huh, how convenient. I told Julie that I think that she is coming up with this friend zone thing in order to protect herself. We all do it. It's totally fine. But
Uh-huh.
she is telling herself this in order to protect herself from what she is already putting out into the universe, which isn't true because he has never said that he is not interested in her romantically, right? He's never
Well,
said anything like that.
I mean, he hasn't said it, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think that you're trying to protect yourself from getting hurt. Yeah.
I don't know.
By kind of already putting this out into the universe of like, oh, he friend zoned me, or like, oh, see, I told you guys, like it was good, like the vibes were more friends because he didn't kiss me.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's like a feeling. You know what I
I
mean?
get no, yeah, I totally get that. I totally get that. But I am just a big proponent of like we shouldn't we should believe people when they say what they want to say. And he hasn't said
Yeah.
um that he views you as a friend. He hasn't
But he
said
hasn't
that,
said the opposite either.
which is what?
I don't know.
What do you want him to say? Do
I
you
don't
want him do you
know.
want him to look at you at the table and be like, I want to bend you over and fuck you so fucking hard in front of everybody right
Yes.
here?
No, I don't. I don't. I don't want
Exactly.
that.
Right.
I don't want that.
Right. Right. So
Okay,
I
all
think
this to
he
say, we did go out again. So
uh-huh.
I went out with him yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Still no kiss though.
Okay, but how was the conversation? How was
It
the
was great. I feel very comfortable being around him. Again, these are problems for me with the other man, the other guy. Not the one you're thinking.
Okay, sure.
The one I was
Yeah. Uh-huh.
okay, we get it. And
Yeah.
so I felt very comfortable with him too. And I think that because I felt so comfortable with him, it allowed me to accept situations that I wasn't fully happy in. And so I don't want to get wrapped up in this thing again. And again, I mean, they're two different people. So I'm trying not to overthink it that way. But I feel like, again, very obsessed with the fact that he's intelligent and we can have like legit conversations about like the world as opposed to just like, okay, so what's your favorite kind of food? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we talk about family and past relationships and like we went to the movies. He's a talker, which was honestly comforting because Candace is a talker, and I haven't sat next. And you know who's not a talker? Angie. I
Yeah.
doubt that bitch breathes during a movie. So I missed the talking. I didn't realize I missed it until he was doing it, and I was like, "Oh,
You talk during movies? Is that what you're telling me?
no!" But
Oh,
Candace did.
wait. You let Candace talk during
Yeah.
movies in the
Well,
movie
sometimes she
theater?
has questions. Sometimes she gets lost and she has
Candace,
questions.
Candace, your best friend.
Yes.
Um, Candace, I'd be interested to know if you have a response to that. Feel free to send us a voice memo. Um, hmm. And so what uh, wait, but you guys didn't go watch a movie with this
We
man?
did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
What did you go watch?
Yesterday we did dinner and we went to go see Dune 2,
Oh,
which
you did say that, yeah.
I didn't see Dune. I've never seen Dune, the first one. And so at dinner, he told me the plot of it, and he was like, "Okay, so this is what the movie's basically about." And then the reason why he told me, he warned me he's a talker during movies before the movie, and we basically had the theater to ourselves, except people like two, three people came in. I mean, the movie's been out for 500 years, so um, and he's like, so we had the theater to ourselves right before the movie started, and then a couple came in right as the trailers were starting, and he's like, you know what? I almost was gonna like do a little. I rented out the movie theater for us. He's like,
Uh,
I'm so glad I did it because people ended up coming in, but I genuinely thought we were gonna be by ourselves because this movie's been out for forever. But
what
I
have
need,
you thought? What would you have thought if he really did say that? Like, I rented out the movie theater for us.
I would have thought he was lying. I'm glad he
Yeah,
didn't do it.
yeah.
I'd have been like, oh, okay,
Such a
sir.
fucking liar, Camille.
Yeah, yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
Do you know that reference?
But no.
No? Okay, yeah, it's from the Real Housewives of
Of
Beverly
course, why
Hills.
would I? I figured it was. But he was talking so much so I wouldn't get lost. He's like, okay, so this is this person, da, da, da. And like when a guy showed up, he's like, okay, so this guy's important because he used to train the other guy, and blah, blah, blah. So he kept, which I liked because I would have easily gotten lost in the movie because there was a lot that I didn't know was
Mm,
going on.
hmm. Did you guys inhale that spice afterwards?
No, no, we did not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Mm. That's a
Yeah.
little bit of a Dune joke for those of you who have ever watched the movies or read the books. I don't
Yeah.
even know if that's completely accurate, but
That's pretty accurate. It's
yeah,
pretty
okay.
accurate.
All right. Okay, what about when you're sitting in the movie theater? Was there like a hand?
No.
No, nothing.
No.
Nothing. Uh-huh.
I'm
I
telling
mean,
you, I am so deep in the friend zone.
I don't
It's
think
kind of
so.
wild.
Okay, have you
Yeah.
guys talked this morning?
No.
No. Okay.
But
But
he's
that's
not
not
much of a,
he's
yeah,
not a
he's
text. Yeah,
not,
okay. Uh-huh.
mm,
Okay, okay, okay. Listen, I still think that maybe he's just a very nice gentleman who doesn't want to. First of all, that other man was a boy. This man is a man.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know? He doesn't,
Hmm.
probably isn't he probably doesn't want to give off the vibe that he just wants to fuck, you know?
Maybe.
He wants to get to know somebody and then
Yeah.
fuck them,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, yeah.
probably either he's probably over random hookups or, the prostitutes he pays for are going to be
Yeah.
always available.
Maybe. I don't know. You know what? We're in our casual girly era,
Yeah. And then you're going to Fleet Week, so you
and
don't
I'm going to
know
Fleet Week.
who you're going to meet.
We're not overthinking it. We're being casual. I enjoy his company, friend or more. I'm chill with being his friend. I mean, I do already have a little crush on him, so that's unfortunate. But um, I mean, he's a good human being, and it's honestly so great to talk to someone Here's the thing about being Mexican is that not a lot of people understand this cultural phenomenon that happens to us where like the family is very important and responsibility and like the oldest or some of the oldest usually take on a lot of responsibility for the family and like it's not like oh they're toxic, stop talking to them. It's not that easy, friends. It's not that easy. And he very much understands that. Like his family dynamic is very chaotic, as is mine. And when we discussed that, I told him like the first time that we met, I'm like, I've never had a conversation with someone that understood where I was coming from with my family. And it's like really comforting to talk to someone that gets it. So even just that, I think has been nice. So whatever happens, we're gonna be chill. And I'm probably not gonna see him for a minute because he's going to Colombia the this next weekend, and then I think he has to go back to Mexico the week after that. So, and then I start work. So, I don't know. We're just gonna take it slow.
Okay. Take it nice and slow. That's all you can do. And also,
Yeah.
did you tell him you're going to Fleet Week? I mean,
You know.
you're busy too.
Yeah, yeah. That's right.
Okay. Well, I'm very excited for you, Julie. I think you deserve. Did
Thank
he
you.
pay? He paid. I'm
He
assuming he paid.
paid. He
Okay, good.
paid. Yeah.
Okay. See? Incredible. Wait, does he live in a home? In a house?
Oh, I was like, he's not that
Mm.
old.
But a house is not a
He
home.
he
Yeah.
lives in an apartment, but
Oh,
he owns a condo, but he rents out that condo, and he's lived at his place for like 15 years or something. He really likes that place.
he owns a condo, rents it out, and
Uh-huh.
but lives in his apartment.
Uh-huh.
Okay, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Saving the condo for when somebody moves in with him, probably.
Oh, Jesus. How are you, Adrian? How are you doing?
Thank you for asking, Julie. I am doing well,
Okay.
Um, I was just wait, did I tell you this on air or off air? We're throwing my dad a birthday party.
Uh, you guys see how he doesn't pay attention to what we're doing? Do you guys see that? And then I get yelled at. And then I'm the crazy one that never asks questions and that is rude and interrupts. But you see how Adrian spaces out? Like, I guarantee you, if I ask him, okay, so what movie did we go see? He wouldn't be able to tell you.
You went to go watch Dune 2, Julie.
Okay, fine.
Oh, you're so nasty.
You told me on air about your
Okay,
father's birthday
only
party.
and I only mixed it up because we were talking about your day before. We were talking about all of
Yes.
this before we started
Yes, we
recording.
were.
So
Yes, we were.
it blended.
No, it's okay. You don't pay attention. We know already.
That's not true.
Hmm.
Tell me. Prove it.
I think you just proved it. You yourself just proved it.
I was so captivated by your story, I was not paying attention to my story. Oh my gosh, she just
Okay.
rolled her eyes so far back. Lord have mercy. I'm doing well, Julie. I don't
Uh-huh.
have, I don't, I don't know. Oh, you know what happened yesterday?
Tell me.
This is really sweet. I, when I went to UCR, I had one of my mentors there, a Mexican American woman by the name of Tanatson. She was our assistant dean of students. She came to visit me and one of my coworkers who was my advisor at UCR and the programming board. She came to visit us at work yesterday,
Aw.
and I have not seen her in a very long time. And it was really nice to catch up with her and her husband. Um,
Aw.
and yeah, it was really, really nice. So we got to show
That
her
is
around,
nice.
and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was really lovely. It was really, really, it's nice when you see somebody who has had an impact in your life and you get to catch up and yeah, reconnect. So that
I
was
love
really
that.
nice. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
But I
sweet.
wish it were sunnier.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was sunnier.
Wait until it
That's
gets sunnier. You're gonna wish it wasn't.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I think
There's
about
been
that all
some
the time.
good afternoons, but it's the before noon that's weird
Yeah.
a little bit.
Sun. I want the sun. Give me the sun.
Oh, I
I have
hate the
not.
sun.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously, but you know what I mean. I want to look
Yeah.
at it while I'm in the shade. That's what I mean. I don't want to be in the
Okay.
shade. I just want to look at it while I'm in the shade. I
Yeah.
have not watched the two new episodes of the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh no.
We're trying to find a
That's rough.
time to make it work for Alex and Christian and I to watch it together. But honestly,
Mm.
I think I'm gonna have to tell Christian we're not gonna be able to wait for him. He's got to work on Saturday. Sorry, Christian. Christian's probably
Uh,
listening to this after the fact. No, I'm gonna have to tell him before. But it's 11:11. Julie, make a wish.
okay.
The amount of times that I see 11:11 is really, really insane. It's really crazy.
Really?
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. So crazy. Anyways,
Anyways,
anyways, how's Sophia
how's
doing?
tennis? Oh, have you been
I
playing
asked you
tennis?
first.
Oh, Sophia's great. She got an award for what was it? She got an award today at her school for, I'll tell you right now what it was for. My mom sent me a bunch of pictures. It was for persistence, for never giving up. I don't exactly know what it means, but she
What do
got
you
an
mean?
award.
She never gives up.
I mean, I guess,
Persistence.
but like, what did she do to, I mean, look, let me not question her award. She deserves every single one of them. I'm just, that's an interesting award to receive.
What do you
So
mean? I feel like that's a great award to receive.
no, I know. Okay. I'm sorry. She deserves. You're right. You're right.
Let's unpack that. Do you think that she doesn't struggle, so she
No,
doesn't
no,
need
no,
that?
no, no, no. I'm
Okay.
just like, awards are like what I think of as a school award is like for reading, for math, for like that's like for persistence. I'm like, where did that come from? You know what I mean? It's not that Sophia got it, just that the award in general exists.
I think it's a great way to reinforce kids and how not to give up.
No, you're right. Moving on. She's also taken up skateboarding.
Uh-huh.
This child, man, I took her to Venice Beach.
Uh-huh.
She saw cute skateboarders. She said, "Get me a skateboard.
Uh-huh.
I will learn how to skateboard and I will skateboard circles around these cute guys." So yeah, she's doing it, and I promised her to take her to the skate park on Saturday. So I'm sure she won't let me forget that promise. So that's what we'll be doing on Saturday. And yeah, she's a fearless little munchkin. I can't, so obsessed with her, but still won't. She overheard her dad and I talking about my date. She wasn't
What did
happy
she
about
do?
it.
Why?
She wasn't happy about it. She was like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, lady, trying to get a boyfriend, but that's not happening on my watch.
What did she
So
say to what did she say to make you feel like she wasn't happy about it?
I
Or what
don't
did
want
she
you to have a
do?
boyfriend.
She literally said that.
Yes.
And what did you tell her?
And I was like, what about when you have a boyfriend? And
Uh-huh.
she was like, you can hang out with us. I was like,
Uh,
okay, so if I have a boyfriend, you can hang out with us, Sophia. And she's like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I was like, what if he's a really nice person
uh-huh.
and like, and we can be the three best friends?
Uh,
And she's like, I only need one best friend and it's you.
uh.
Yeah, I don't want you to have a boy. What if I have a boyfriend? I don't want you to.
Do you think that there's a what do you think will happen when she hits 13, 14, 15, and maybe she wants to distance herself a little bit more from her family? Not in a bad way, but just in a
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah. In a
yeah,
natural.
yeah.
Would I don't know, kill myself? No. No, I don't know. I think about that a lot,
Hmm.
because it's inevitable and I do want it to happen because she should learn how to be an independent little girl so she can be an independent adult, and not have to rely on us for like social support. And
Hmm.
So I do want that to happen, and I think about that a lot. I think she's the kind of girl that would be very kind about those things and like aware of what's happening and to not do it in a harmful, mean way towards her grandma or towards me or her mother or anything. But I don't know. She may turn into a teenager and become someone we don't even fucking recognize because those hormones will fuck ya. So I don't know.
I just had a thought. Does
Hmm.
Sophia go to other kids' birthday parties like other kids in her
Hmm.
school? She does. Did you ever do that?
I did. I did a little bit, but my mom had a little traumatic experience when she was little and she went to a friend's house. So she was very much like, if you want to hang out with your friends, bring them here. You can't go over there. So I was never really at other people's houses, never slept over anywhere. Um, yeah, she always had people at our house.
Think I ever got invited to another kid's birthday party from school.
Oh, aw, Adrian.
No, no, no. I don't feel any type of way about it. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
think. I don't think that ever happened. And because I
Interesting.
was just thinking about Sophia, and which made me think about my nephews who are the same age
Hmm.
as Sophia, and they're like always going to somebody's birthday party.
Hmm.
And I have zero memory of ever going to anybody's birthday party that wasn't family.
Family. Hmm.
Um, and I don't remember ever getting invited. I mean, it's very possible that it happened, but I definitely don't think I ever went. And I but I do I really truly don't like none of the other parents had my parents' phone numbers.
Mm.
Um, I don't were people having birthday parties when I was in school?
You know what I think it is? I think as the years have progressed, I think there's more a inclusivity thing happening where it's like if your child has a little best friend in the class and you're going to invite that little best friend to the birthday party, well, now you have to invite the entire class to the birthday party because no one should feel left out. I think there's that kind of like social aspect that is now the narrative surrounding little children in school because I don't know. I feel like you see it in teams too, where like everyone gets like a participation trophy, and I don't know whether that's right or wrong. I'm not a parent, but I do think there's a push to include
Yeah.
everybody as opposed to like these two kids that my kid gets along with. Now it's we got to invite everyone and whoever shows up, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. So I was being purposefully left out. Um I mean, listen, I wouldn't want to invite me to a birthday party anyways. So that's totally fine. Um I did, which leads me to my other point, to another point here. I
Mm-hmm.
went to go visit my family for Mother's Day,
Mm-hmm.
and when I walked into the room at my parents' house that I stay in, um, I had three yearbooks there on the
Mm.
dresser. My middle school eighth grade yearbook, my junior year high school yearbook, and my senior year high school yearbook. And for a long time, I thought that they had been trashed and I was never
Mm-hmm.
going to see them again. But somebody found them, and I have been wanting to go through them for so long. I brought them with me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I brought them with me. And I was reading through some of the things that people wrote in my yearbook. And one in particular, there was this young lady, her name was Ariana. And we were we were like best friends junior year of high school, senior year of high school. The things that she wrote in my junior year yearbook, I have no memory of. She was like our phone conversations, and I'm like, I talked to you on the phone at night. I don't remember that at all.
Oh, wow.
I don't ever remember I don't ever remember talking to her on the phone. I mean, it's very
Interesting.
possible, but she wrote about it as if it were something that we did,
Yeah.
and I have zero memory of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I how do you feel about those yearbooks? Like, when you found them, you were like, "Oh, I'm glad I still have them." I consider throwing away my yearbooks constantly.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't
What
know.
what if Sophia wants to go through them one day?
And find what?
What do you not find what? Learn about you.
But she knows me.
Yeah, she knows you by what you tell her.
I mean, and what she sees and experiences.
Yeah, but she didn't know you at that age.
I mean,
I think yearbooks should never be something to be thrown out. It's a moment in time. How
really?
when you're 50, 80 years old and you want to be like, this was what life was like in the early 2000s, like how fun would that be?
No.
Okay.
I feel like when I'm like 80 years old, like I'll think of like my 20s and my 30s. I don't even think I'd ever consider my teenage years. They were traumatic. I don't
Well,
know.
maybe that's what you say now, but I don't think that's how you'll feel later.
Maybe.
And they've
Okay, fine. I
clearly,
won't
and
throw them away.
those years clearly shaped who you are today.
Right.
You had to go through
Yeah.
what you went through then in order to get to where you are today. So
Right.
I would say don't throw them away. First of
Okay.
all, you spent $100 on each one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true.
Granted, you didn't pay for them,
Right.
but and that money's long gone. And what's $100, you know? But
Yeah.
like, I mean, don't throw them away.
Okay. Fine. I won't throw them away.
And what happens when you become famous and then like there's a museum in Anaheim, California for you, and they're like, these were Julie's yearbooks, and here are the photo. They blow up your senior year photo, and it's like,
I hope
or
they
when you
don't.
go, or when you go on the Kelly Clarkson show, and the producers are like, we'd really love to talk to you about what high school was like, or what Julie was like when she was younger. Do you have a photo? Oh yeah, look, here's my yearbook. Let's think about these things, Julie.
You're right. You're
I'm
right.
gonna
You're
manage
right.
your estate. My goodness.
You're You're right. My mistake. My mistake.
Okay. Thank you. Anyways, I'm gonna
I didn't
continue.
realize you were such an advocate for yearbooks, but
I
here we
mean,
are.
I was really sad that I thought that I had lost those yearbooks. And I was
Yeah.
thinking I had these two friends in middle school who were they were twins, Jordan and
Okay.
Jared. I can't remember if it was Jarrett or Jared. I think it was Jared. Jared and Jordan Gutierrez.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure they were Filipino. They were my first Filipino friends. And um and they moved, or they didn't move, they went to a different, this is so much detail that doesn't need to be explained, but I'm going to explain it anyways.
Love that.
My middle school was sixth, seventh, eighth grade. Sixth and seventh grade, our middle school campus was going through a renovation, so we had to go to a satellite campus on the other
Mm,
side of town for 2 years. After those 2 years were over, Jared and Jordan went to a different middle school for eighth grade,
mm.
and then they left, and I never saw them again. I've never
Yeah.
seen them again. I've tried to look for them up and down everywhere.
Have you?
Yes, but their names are so common that how many Jordan and Jared Gutierrez are there around?
Right.
I've never been able to find them. But I wanted to, I was like, oh, finally, my middle school yearbook. I'm gonna look them up in there, just to maybe see what they wrote in the yearbook. But I had forgotten that we didn't go to school together in the eighth grade.
Oh.
Anyways, Jared and Jordan, if you're listening to this,
If you're listening, how cool would it be if we
come
could
on the
find
pod.
them?
Yeah, that would be fun. I know one of them was gay. Um, and I can't remember which one it was. But
Oh my God.
but yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways. Okay, well,
I love that.
that's gonna do it for you, me and Chisme. Okay.
Thank you
We
for
didn't get
listening.
any fan mail, right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Wait,
Okay.
did we? I don't know.
Oh, I I don't I don't know. Let's see. I don't think so. No, I don't think we did. No, no. Oh, wait. um, no, I don't think we did. No, no, no. Okay, no worries. I guess everybody
Okay.
can try a little harder next week, huh?
Right. Wait.
Oh, okay.
No, no, no,
No.
no.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No, wait,
Oh,
D. Oh, but they're old. They're from February.
okay.
I just hadn't opened it.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. Um,
Here we are.
okay. Yeah. You'll get
Can you
back.
guys tell who checks our Instagram and who doesn't?
Um, okay.
Um,
Well, one thing is for sure, there is pop culture
okay,
news to get through because it's time
there
for
is.
the pop culture pop up. First up on the pop culture pop up, breaking news right before we hit the air, a video was released of Diddy being caught on camera at a hotel in Los Angeles in 2016, kicking and beating his then girlfriend, Cassie, in the hallway of a hotel.
Hmm.
Julie, we've seen the video. What are your
We
thoughts?
have. Disturbing, traumatic. Cassie's so strong for enduring and coming forward eventually. Um, Absolutely taking the time that she needed to heal, which is, I'm assuming, going to be a lifelong issue. It's very disturbing. If you're gonna go out there to try to find this video, I urge you to do it with caution because it's very intense. He throws her on the floor and then he kicks her twice, very hard. Um, and then tries to pull her by her hair or her sweatshirt back to the hotel room. I mean, the difference in body weight alone is insane between them. So I can only imagine. And this is one of many instances that Cassie has described. So never a doubt in my mind that what Cassie was saying was true. And now, thankfully, she won't have to defend herself against people calling her a liar.
Yeah, it seems through the video, it's unclear what exactly was happening, but it seems through the video that she was probably trying to escape and leave the hotel while he was in the shower. She
There's
makes,
a sorry, there was a little excerpt that
oh,
they
okay.
released that yes, he was sleeping and she
Uh,
tried to leave while he was sleeping and he woke up in the middle. And when he finds this is all from the hallway of the hotel, footage from the hallway. She's waiting for the elevator when he finds her, and this all happens. I mean, anyone could have walked in on the situation.
right. And this is a camera that is in the hallway.
Hmm.
I can't even imagine what is happening in the room where there are no
Hmm.
cameras,
Hmm.
you know? But he kicks her and drags her quite violently. Um, it's really, really, really crazy. And I think
Yeah.
that this man deserves to spend the rest of his life rotting in jail.
Yeah.
Um, for this, and I'm sure for many, 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 many other horrendous, horrible things that he has done.
Hmm. Hmm.
And as far as I'm concerned, this man is a danger to society and um needs to be arrested and put in jail
Yeah, I agree.
immediately.
I agree.
Immediately. Um, you know, we're in the time of reckoning,
Hmm.
and I think that what is it? I think Saturn is in Pluto, and it
Aquarius.
Aquarius is
Or
in
was it
Pluto.
set? Did it move?
I don't know. One of the things is in Pluto, and it's supposed to be a time of awareness and
Hmm.
revolution. And I just have a feeling that we're going to learn a lot about a lot of different people, and
Right.
I think we're going to come to learn that the lives that we have been living by being told certain things are going to become.
Yeah.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think that there's a lot of evil that happens in the world,
Yeah. I agree.
and unfortunately, we need to learn about it so that we can fix it
Yeah.
and create a better world for
Hmm.
everybody.
I agree.
Uh, Next up on the pop culture pop up, there are rumors
Hmm.
online that J.Lo and Ben Affleck have broken up.
Hmm.
Julie, do you believe the rumors?
Yes. I mean, look, I know everyone was judging us, and by us I mean me, for overanalyzing videos of Ben Affleck being all grumpy, but friends, the energy has always been there. He's always been on his way out. Here's the thing, knowing zero actual facts about these two people, I'm going to analyze it and say, I have a feeling that JLo is a woman who is very much about appearances, and she does not give a fuck how you feel or if there's joy. She wants you to look that like there is. She wants you to be photographed like there is, and she is existing solely on appearances, not on actual experience of life. And I think that can be very draining for a normal human being. And I think she operates all relationships like that, where we could be killing each other, but you're going to get up on this red carpet and you're going to smile and you're going to look at me with love and nothing else matters. And I think Ben Affleck, it doesn't operate that way. And I say that because I can see his face with my eyes. So that must it's also must be very exhausting to be in a relationship that may be a little bit more complicated and to be next to a person that doesn't actually care about it and just wants to portray a happy situation. Again, this is coming from someone that doesn't know these people, but I'm just making assumptions based off of little tidbits that J.Lo has given us. Did you see her video at the Met Gala?
No.
When she's like walking up the stairs and someone asks her what she's wearing and she answers like a little rudely.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, J.Lo, your mask is slipping, J.Lo.
Uh-huh. Well, who was that talking to her?
I mean, an interviewer.
Listen, I think that I think that that situation makes sense where she wants to portray a certain um dynamic between the two of them that probably isn't always true. However, I don't blame her because
Sure.
everywhere they go there's cameras. And so if the dynamic isn't going to look pleasant, then all people are
Yeah.
going to do is talk. And so,
Right.
in order for them to not talk, let's pretend for the 2 minutes that we're outside to just make it seem like everything's okay. So that
Yeah.
we don't have to be constantly reminded that we are struggling through something because we already know that something is happening. And
Yeah.
so I don't blame anybody who has cameras following them around for acting like the world is totally fine because people are
Yeah.
nasty and people will say all kinds of shit.
Totally.
And
Totally.
also, this woman gets a tremendous amount of, I think, unnecessary hate on the internet.
Yeah.
And so I can't blame her for just trying to be like, smile, you
Yeah.
stupid little bitch. And also, they're probably fighting about that damn tattoo that he has on his back.
She's like, I asked you when you get out of the shower, I need you dressed already because I don't want to have to look at it. Yeah, I don't know. I do feel like there was a moment in time, though small, that people were actively rooting for J.Lo after Hustlers and during all of that thing. Like people were very much rooting for her, but there's something about her personality.
People are still rooting for J Lo. I just
Are
think
they?
that yeah, I do.
Okay.
I just think that people who don't like her are feeling a lot more emboldened to talk shit about her because everybody else is talking shit about her. You know what I mean? It's like, oh,
Interesting.
there's more people saying these things, so now I can say them how
Sure.
well. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think there's plenty of people rooting for her.
Oh, okay. Name three. I'm just kidding. I'm just I'm
I
just
mean,
kidding.
does she give off a cunty vibe? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, she seems like a pure asshole. But you know what? I mean, I have a love and hate relationship with JLo because she does seem like an actual horrible human being. but she's a very good celebrity. You know what I mean? She's about the drama. She's about the drama. She's about the the camp of it all. People make fun of that word, but she is about it. Like, and you know, you gotta respect her for it. I mean, but I do think that the confidence is a little too high considering what she can actually give us. But if she were to focus on her little rom-coms, I feel like people would love her all over again. Like she was great at the rom-coms, but she really wants to be a singer. So
I don't think that she's going to make more music. I think that she's going to focus on movies. I will say, how about people write better rom-coms then? You know what I mean?
there are great rom-coms out there, and people need to get out there and watch them. They are coming out and they are upgraded on Amazon Prime. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. It came out earlier this year.
And who was in it?
Camila Mendes and
Oh,
this guy, but I don't know who he was. But
oh.
Camila Mendes was really good in it.
So they decided to cast a 24-year-old as opposed to a 54-year-old.
I mean, but there's
That
rom-coms
sounds
for older
ageist.
ladies too. But J.Lo did a rom-com recently, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm just
Anne
trying.
Hathaway just did a rom-com.
Anne Hathaway isn't over 50,
I know, but she is older.
and
She
she's
dates like
white.
a 24-year-old in it. Okay, but JLo has been portraying white for most of her career, so I think she's gonna be fine. Okay? Don't get me into it. Let's not. Moving on.
Ben Affleck, come on the pod. I have a lot of
Ben
questions for
Affleck.
you.
Yeah, me too.
Next up on the pop culture pop up, another kind of celebrity relationship that's maybe beginning to crumble. Julie, you pointed this out. Tell us what's going
Yeah.
on with Jessica Biel.
I kind of feel like Jessica Biel is starting to soft launch her divorce to Justin Timberlake, which, you know, this is an I hate Justin Timberlake account. And by account, I mean me as a human being. Um, in an interview, Jessica Biel admits Justin Timberlake marriage is a work in progress after he kicks off tour. And let me tell you something about a work in progress in marriages. I feel like when celebrities start talking about how difficult relationships are, how much work they are. It almost feels like they're preparing us, the public, to deal with a divorce, which, babe, I'm honestly surprised it's taking you this long. Um, but I actually also kind of think that Jessica Biel is probably just as bad as Justin Timberlake, but whatever. Um, Trouble in Paradise, maybe. I'm surprised surprised it's lasted this long considering the awkward situations that he has put himself in with other women publicly. So, yeah,
I I have a couple questions. What does
tell me.
Jessica Biel do now? Like, when's the last
She
time she?
produces, she's in
Okay.
shows. She did the Hulu show. She's really into true crime drama or crime dramas right now. She
Um,
does Sinner. I think she's a producer for all of the seasons. She started in the first one. She did the show Candy, I want to say, on
um,
Hulu, which was okay. It
okay.
was okay.
Okay.
Sinner was phenomenal. I thoroughly enjoyed Sinner. The first season. I didn't watch any of the rest of them, but the first season that she stars in was really, really good.
She's a Pisces. Oh my
Oh, is
gosh.
she?
Mm.
Mhm.
And what is he? January 31st. What is that? Aquarius?
Oh, it might be.
Um,
Is he a fucking Aquarius?
he's an
Because this would
Aquarius.
no wonder I don't like him.
What
This is making a lot of yo, my Aquarius man ain't shit theory is
uh,
continues to reign.
um yeah.
Wow.
Aquarius's soulmates are usually Geminis or Libras.
Yeah, that's what they say. It's not true.
Mm. Interesting. You listened to Justin Timberlake's album
Oh God.
when it came
Yeah.
out. What what do you have to say about that? I never listened to it.
It sounded like if a 16-year-old was making a pop debut album. That's what it sounded like. Lyrics were very high school. The music was very much influenced by radio. There was nothing new, nothing innovative, nothing exciting about it. Um, Once again confirming that he really is using the boys of NSYNC to continue to gain public affection. It's not working. Now we've noticed that that's what he's doing. The song that he does with them is fine, but I just think that the public continuing to play this JC was never the lead singer joke on everyone. It's not working. JC was meant to be the solo artist here. Unfortunately, it fell on Justin Timberlake, but his album was lackluster. It was boring. It took me 3 times to get past the first 4 songs because it just felt like it was one long song that I kept repeating over and over again. Lyrically, it was amateur. Musically, it was repetitive.
What did it sound like? Did it sound like his older
Like
stuff?
a
Was it like a pop, hip hop country? What
It's
was
a
the
pot.
vibe?
No, no country. This is where he keeps fucking up, is that he is not going to his Memphis roots and he really wants to stay the pop star that he is. It's very poppy, very much influenced though. Like I don't really know how to describe it, but you listen to it and you're like, "Oh, I've kind of heard this song already somewhere in the radio." Um, yeah, it's poppy, pop R&B. You know, he likes to be in this pop R&B little
Mhm.
genre that he's been a part of for a while. It works for him, but unfortunately, the downfall here is the lyrics. Lyrically, it really sounds like a 15-year-old pop star debut album, like very high schooly love songs that are silly. Like the lyrics are silly. Um, yeah, I don't like it.
It's very interesting what's happened to Justin Timberlake. The album fell out of the Billboard 200 really quickly, which is embarrassing. If I were him, and
But
it's
people are still showing up to his
well,
shows.
that's what I was gonna say. He's on tour. I'm sure the tour is doing fine, but it's an interesting point to be in your career because where do you go from here? You're clearly not being um the fans are not receptive to your new music,
Yeah.
or at least the masses are not.
Hmm.
Um, but you have enough of a legacy to be able to still sell out a tour, you know?
Hmm.
So he probably will be able to sell out tours for quite a while.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I don't know if he can make music like the way that he used to make music. Um,
Yeah.
it's a very it's so fascinating to me how somebody like Justin Timberlake, who was supposed to be the next biggest pop star in the world, all of a sudden, you know, is nobody.
It's a nasty attitude.
Right.
It's a
Right.
nasty attitude. And honestly, if his team would like to get in contact with me, I know exactly what he needs to do. And no one's listened to me. He needs to absolutely go back to Memphis, go to the roots of it all, and create music like that. That's what he needs to do. He needs a refresh. This pop star, at some point you get to a certain age where it's like, okay, just play me the hits, bestie. You're not doing anything exciting. You know what I mean? He needs a refresh of his sound. He needs to go back to his roots. He is a talented singer, and his pop songs aren't utilizing that to the best of their ability. They're overproduced, the music overpowers. He needs a guitar, he needs some blues, and he needs his voice. And literally that's it. Another song like Drink You Away, a performance with Chris Stapleton is all he needs. That's it.
Yeah. I'm looking at the set list here for his tour. Oh, there's a lot of songs from the new album. I mean, I guess.
I mean, people would
Love
will probably look that up and be like, oh, this is when I can go to the bathroom.
Stone, I think she knows. I had that song on repeat. My goodness.
Mm.
My goodness. Not a lot of songs from the 2020 experience, which, you know, I thought was
Yeah.
also pretty good. Anyways, it's a very interesting thing. People need, you know what we need? We
Mm.
need better PR people. We need better PR people.
They're getting lazy.
And you know what it is? There's a lot of white women who work in PR, and they are not the people who create culture. And so get a better PR team. There's
Yeah.
nothing worse when I'm at work and we have to work with like PR people and it's
Mm-hmm.
all these same white women. It's just my least favorite part of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, next up on the pop culture pop up, Kelly Clarkson had Whoopi
Mm.
Goldberg on her talk show the other day, and they had a conversation about weight loss. And both of them have lost weight in the last couple of months, in the last year, and both admitted to using a shot. I think Whoopi mentioned that she was using Ozempic, and then, or I don't know if she gave a specific one. And then Kelly also said that she was using a shot, not Ozempic, or I think she said not the one that everybody thinks it is.
Mm-hmm.
But ended up, but saying they were both saying that they were both using the shot to lose weight. Kelly had also previously mentioned that her doctor had been wanting her to do something because she was getting very close to, I think, having diabetes and other health issues and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. Apparently, people are upset. The internet is upset. Julie,
Mm-hmm.
what are your thoughts?
I am confused. Do y'all want people to be fat or not? I don't understand. Because if fat people start to lose weight, then you guys are judging because they start to lose weight. I am being so serious when I say I don't give a fuck what anybody does to their body. I don't care about it at all. It doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form. If people are using, okay, here's the thing. I'm on Ozempic. Okay. My doctor recommended it for my diabetes. I didn't want to do it because it's a shot, but I chose to do it. My weight is all still here. Okay. My weight has gone nowhere. My weight's like, bitch, we're comfortable. I don't know what you thought. And that's not the reason why I took it. Obviously, I have a disease and I don't know, whatever, whatever. You guys get it. My biggest fear when making the change was like, if I do, because that's not always what happens. It's not that you lose weight with it, it just like depends on people's body. Da, da. My biggest fear was like people starting to I don't like people commenting on my body. I don't like my biggest pet peeve is people commenting on people's bodies or commenting on people's weight loss. It's like the Chadwick Boseman situation went over everyone's head, and we're all back to our nasty, messy behavior. Um, I think it's unfortunate that you guys hate fat people, and you also hate when fat people want to make their lives a little bit better and easier with whatever they can afford, whatever they can do, if they are choosing to do it, whether it's for medical reasons or whether it's for um physical beauty reasons. It affects us in no way. I think it's horrendous that every video that I would see within the last since she started losing weight, of Kelly Clarkson, of her covers that I would see, all of the comments were, she must be on Ozempic. She must be on Ozempic. I think it's disgusting. I think if you're gonna hate fat people, I think you should love them through their journey of getting skinny like you guys so desperately want people to be. I think it's disappointing that we've gotten to this point with this drug where like Barbara Streisand feels so comfortable just asking people, "Are you on Ozempic?" because they started losing weight. I think it's ridiculous and disrespectful, and I think that sometimes we need to know when to not comment. One of my biggest pet peeves is in workplaces when people start commenting on like what people are eating for lunch. I hate that. It makes me so uncomfortable. It makes me so uncomfortable because you don't know people's journey. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know what they feel comfortable eating, what they don't. You don't know anything, and their nutrition is their business. And I think their weight loss is also their business, and it's not you society has to make a decision. Do you want people to be skinny or not? That's it. Because everyone is like, fat people are disgusting, fat people are ugly, fat people are whatever, obesity and this, obesity that. Okay, well, people are finding a solution to it and they're helping themselves. And now it's, oh, she's clearly on Ozempic. That's so sad that she couldn't do it naturally. Blah, 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 like going the easy route. Make a decision. Do you want people to be skinny or not? Let people be. And if she's doing it for medical reasons, the fact that she fell, because I saw the whole clip. This conversation comes about, and you can kind of tell that neither one of them wanted to actually have this conversation, but I'm more than positive that Kelly Clarkson is aware of the commentary around her will be the same. And the fact that they feel it necessary to be like, okay, well, we're gonna have to talk about it because no one they won't shut up about it. We've tried ignoring it and the comments remain, is unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I so wish that we did not give people in comments so much power. I
Yeah.
know harder said than done, but like, and I really also had this, I've talked about this before, and then I had this thought again this week, um of like what such irresponsible um um how irresponsible the media is of like
Mm,
creating stories about people who
mm,
leave comments on social media sites.
mm-hmm,
That is not news. It's not
mm-hmm,
news. And we're making it news. So then we're
mm-hmm,
making it facts. A person's opinion is not a fact.
mm-hmm,
Three people who commented on a tweet um is not a is not how a generation feels. It's not how a group of people feel. It's three people who are wanting to be trolls on the internet. And as far as I'm concerned, that is not news.
yeah.
It's not anything other than people who are just nasty, unhappy people on the internet. I think it's wonderful that they shared. Whether they want to share or not, I agree. It's nobody's business. I don't care what Kelly Clarkson does at her home. I don't care what Whoopi Goldberg does at their home. I think that they are living the lives that they want to live, and they're happy. And if they're happy, that's all that matters. And you know who isn't happy? The people at home writing on their keyboards. And honestly, good. You shouldn't be happy. You
Mm-hmm,
deserve to die a sad, pitiful, lonely life if that's what you
mm-hmm,
want to do with your time. Go get a job, go make a friend, go have sex, go do something.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Go do something with your life.
Right.
It honestly is the most pathetic thing I have ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
I mean, come on the pod. Come on the pod.
Yeah.
Tell us to our face. I mean, nobody's talking shit about us, but like tell us how you hate people
Yeah.
because I think that is the worst quality. Somebody who sits behind a keyboard and talks shit about people is the
Yeah.
worst quality in a human being. It's
Mm-hmm.
disgusting. Um, and whether they want to tell us or not, that's again nobody's business. Go
No.
talk to your doctor if you want what they have,
You're right.
and then talk to your
Right.
doctor about how you can get there.
Yeah.
Because it's jealousy, it's hate, it's just really, really, really sad. Um,
Yeah.
and and diets and exercise don't work for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of genetics involved.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also hard. People have children, people have jobs, people have ailing parents, people have so many things in their life that prevent
Mm-hmm.
them from doing what they need to do to lose weight.
Yeah.
And it's nobody's fault that this country shoves shit down everybody's throats.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just is very weird.
I agree.
It's
I
very
agree.
weird behavior. If I found that the man that I was dating was on, or that I ended up in a relationship with was tweeting about somebody and talking shit about them, ooh, get out of my house. Get out of
Yeah.
my home. Get out of my car.
Yeah.
In the middle of the freeway, if it needs to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Oh, people are so pathetic.
I agree.
That's why we're all going to, that's why this country is going to implode.
Yeah.
Anyways, next up on the pop culture. Do you have anything else to say?
No, that's it.
Next up on the pop culture pop up, um, the U.S. House of Representatives,
Mm-hmm.
the reality show that place is.
Oh
Um,
God.
they have passed the Ticket Act to create transparency in the pricing of tickets. If enacted, it will require sellers to implement simple all-in prices, ban speculative ticketing where the seller doesn't have possession of the ticket, ban deceptive websites and website marketing, provide full refunds for canceled events, and offer comparable replacement tickets for postponed events with buyer's approval. I mean, finally, somebody's doing something.
I mean, yeah, this has been a long time coming. This is exciting. I still think that letting Ticketmaster be the one and only place where you can buy tickets is concerning. I mean, it's not right, but if you're not buying from Ticketmaster, you're buying from resellers, and that's worse. Um, Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what the solution is. I think a set price for venues would be the solution. I mean, the way that they raise prices is kind of absolutely insane to me. The ticket prices now are kind of insane to me. I mean, I used to buy floor seats for like $150. That's silly now to even think about. Every time I look at floor seats, I'm like, okay, do you want my leg too? Like, what the fuck is going on? But I
Wow.
agree. I mean, it's time we start getting it together with this shit. They're absolutely taking advantage of everyone.
100%. But that's what happens when there is no competition and they're the only ones who are selling tickets.
They can do
Granted,
whatever they want.
right. There's also Access. I don't know if Access is national or if it's, on the coast or whatever, but um I mean, Ticketmaster bought Live Nation and then boom,
Yeah.
that was it. There's no competition. And when there's no competition, you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. And they do.
And they do.
Mm-hmm.
This is also pathetic and sad and unfair and disgusting. And Ticketmaster, how about you come on the pod
Yes.
and answer for
Yeah.
yourself? Because,
Mm-hmm.
excuse you, and are you
Yeah.
even paying your staff appropriate wages?
Probably
You know,
not.
doing doing live production events is a lot of it's hard backbreaking work, and you have to deal with unserious, nasty people who come to these things.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not paying them fairly, and your expectation is to provide wonderful customer service, and if you're charging us an arm and a leg, then you better be making sure that these
Yeah.
people are getting paid appropriately.
Right.
Oh, why is
I
everybody so
agree.
nasty? Finally, on the pop culture pop up, Julie,
That's
did
me.
you watch the Wicked trailer?
I did watch the Wicked trailer.
And how are you feeling about it?
I'm very much looking forward to the day when Ariana Grande talks in a normal voice and not in the baby one. I can't wait for that moment to happen. Um, there's got to be a study about the way she chooses her characters and the way she plays all of her characters. It's a little intense, but I mean, Cynthia, phenomenal. Jonathan, great. I mean, look, Ariana Grande, she's gonna sing great. We all know it. Will she be a great actress? Who's to say? I mean, she's playing the same character she's played over and over again. She's probably gonna be fine. It looks beautiful. Did it need to be two movies?
Well, the trailer makes it look like it's one movie. They told us the whole story, which, I
I
mean,
agree.
at this point, who doesn't, if you don't know the story of Wicked or The Wizard of Oz, then that's
Right.
your own fault. So, like, you can't blame the trailer for everybody knows what's going to happen. Okay.
But that's what I also mean, like, did it need to be two movies?
Well, right, right,
Like, I
right,
don't think it needed it. I don't think it needed it. And I think this just like the two movies is just another reminder of how greedy Hollywood is. Like, just give
right,
us one. I just watched Dune that was 3 hours long, bitch. You're telling me you couldn't do that with Wicked?
right.
The fuck?
It's pure consumerism because they just want you to,
100%.
they want, it's gonna just bring in the cash twice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, a question for you about the Ariana Grande thing.
Okay.
Is the character not supposed to be, you know,
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She keeps choosing these characters
got it, yeah.
that are
Okay.
very infantilized.
Uh-huh.
It's a little weird. But it's I think it's weirder, not because she keeps not even weird. I don't think weird is the right word, but uh, I don't know what the word is. But she not only does she choose them, but it also seems like that's her personality is
Right.
the same
Yeah. Well,
infantilized.
she focuses on her strengths. Um
Okay. Sure. Sure. Which
Michelle,
are oh.
well, that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Michelle Yeoh looks great.
She looks amazing.
I think
Yeah.
she's gonna do great. Jeff Goldblum also looks great.
Yeah.
Did you
Yes, I
see
did.
the video
Yeah, I did.
of
The
Teffy
Teffy one.
interviewing Jeff Goldblum?
Okay, you know what though?
Uh-huh.
Jeff Goldblum gives me the ick.
Does he?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Always.
Yeah,
You don't see it.
the way he talks
Uh-huh.
seems it's not that he is. I want to be clear.
Uh,
The way that he
well,
talks.
let's give
Uh-huh.
people a little background on what we're talking
Okay.
about. So Teffy,
Mm-hmm.
of TikTok, she was
Yeah, yeah.
interviewing celebrities at the Met Gala, and one of the interviews that she did was with Jeff Goldblum, and they
Mm-hmm.
were flirting
Heavily.
heavily,
Yeah.
heavily,
Mm-hmm.
heavily. It was very apparent to everyone.
Yeah.
Um, and so yes. But yes, okay, he gives you the ick. Okay. Has he always given you the ick? Even
Yeah.
Independence Day.
All of it.
Wow, okay.
But more so, not even not acting wise, him as a human.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, he gives me a little vibes.
Wait, a little what? I didn't hear you. I really didn't hear
Like a little pervy.
you. Oh yeah, I'm sure he is. Yeah.
But like in a gross way.
Um, in like a I'm doing something wrong kind of way, or in just like a it's too much kind of way.
I don't even know how to describe it. He just gives me
Okay.
the ick. Whenever I
Okay.
hear him talking to people, because he seems to like be a very flirty human in
Uh-huh.
general, or
Uh-huh.
that's just how it comes across. Um, every time he's talking to a woman, I feel like it's inappropriate, but clearly the women don't feel like that. Like Steffi was all for it. She was
Uh-huh.
riding the wave. So
Uh,
I love that for her. This is just a me
yeah, yeah.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that
Okay.
they met up afterwards?
No.
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 Effie, come on the pod. I'm very
Come on the
curious to
pod,
know
Tiffy.
what you think about this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Effie is gorgeous.
She is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Teffy is
And
beautiful.
I love her speaking voice. Love it.
Same.
I love her
Same.
speaking voice. Yeah.
Yeah, everything about her energy I'm obsessed with.
Yeah.
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 You know, I don't know her, but to me it's like good things happen to good people, you know?
Totally. Totally. Yeah.
What does that say about us? I don't know. I don't know. Uh
Oh no.
yeah.
Well,
Um well,
here we
well,
are.
here we are. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for the pop culture pop up. We'll be back next week with more pop culture chisme. Julie, do you have a Latinx spotlight for us?
I do. While we were away, I watched a movie that is now on video on demand, I believe, that you can all go and see. Abigail. It's a little cute little vampire movie. By cute, I mean very gory and disgusting. A group of would-be criminals kidnaps the 12-year-old daughter of a powerful underworld figure, holding her for ransom in an isolated mansion. Their plan starts to unravel when they discover their young captive is actually a bloodthirsty vampire. It stars Melissa Barrera, which is the reason why I went to go and see the movie. Phenomenal. Laugh out loud funny, which I wasn't prepared for. It wasn't necessarily scary, but it was a nice horror movie. Like it wasn't there was like maybe one jump scare that actually made me jump. I wouldn't go over there to go get scared, but it was an interesting story to tell. The actress Alicia Wire played Matilda, I believe, in the movie. She was the Matilda movie musical. The Matildas, by the way, great actresses. The other one that was on Broadway that I saw was in Southpaw. That little girl was in Southpaw. This one is now in Abigail. She plays a very cute little vampire. I mean, psychotic, but a very cute little vampire. Melissa Barrera obviously is amazing in it. She is one of my favorite final girls, you know, in horror, the final girl, the girl that makes it to the end. And she is becoming one of my favorites. There's also Dan Stevens, who was in Downton Abbey, Kevin Durant, Catherine Newton, and there's I believe this is the last movie that Angus Cloud filmed before his passing. So it's a really, really good movie. You should go watch it. I believe you can rent it now. It's like on video on demand. So Apple TV, Amazon Prime, go and watch it. It's really good. Support Melissa Barrera and everything she's doing, please.
Excellent. Thanks, Julie.
Thank
Time for
you.
some azúcar. My azúcar this week is Empathogen. It is the new album by Willow.
Oh,
Empathogen. Um, which empathogen I had to look up as a type of drug.
okay.
Um, the album is spectacular. It
Okay.
is spectacular. 12 songs, 32 minutes. It is a mixture of R&B and
Mm,
jazz and like rock, and it is really, really, I think, quite spectacular. The song
mm-hmm.
Symptom of Life, which she had released as a single, scratches an itch in my brain that is so satisfying to me.
Okay.
It is, it's really, really good. I have been a long time fan of Willow, long
Mm-hmm.
time fan. I think the music that she creates is um unlike what anybody else is doing. And I think she does it really, really well. And I think she has an incredible voice. Please listen to the album. It's really, really good.
I
That's
love
my
it. Oh, I love it. My azúcar this week is, you know what? When the guy was like, let's go watch Dune 2, I was like, ugh, you know? But a solid 3 hours that didn't actually feel like 3 hours. The score is phenomenal. Timothy, I take back everything I've said about you. I'm just kidding. I like Timothy. I haven't said anything bad about him. No, he's a great actor in this. We got a glimpse of Oscar Isaac. He was in the first one. Spoiler alert, he doesn't make it. He doesn't make it. So, but there's a picture of him, so that was solid for me. That was enough to scratch the itch.
You
Zendaya,
had Oscar Isaac sitting next to you.
okay, I almost told him, but I didn't. But I didn't. I almost was like I started laughing when they showed his picture and he's like, "What?" I was like, I'll tell you later, but I didn't end up telling him. Um Zendaya, one of our the greatest actresses of our generation. I've said it. And Timothy is very good. You know, I thought this when I watched Call Me by Your Name, and I know I'm focusing on the love story here, but give me a minute. Um, Timothy is very good at looking like he's falling in love with someone. He really has that yearning down, really obsessed with it. I didn't see him as a heartthrob, but ever until this movie, which again, the love story isn't even really the driving force of the movie, but it really is what sold it for me. I mean, visually impressive. I mean, the acting performances from everyone was really great. Cinematography was off the charts. The score, again, I'll say, was absolutely moving. Um, it's as good as everyone is saying it is. And dare I say, I mean, you won't have a guy next to you telling you what not to get lost in, but dare I say that you may be able to watch this without having watched the first one. But being that Dune 2 was as good as it was, I feel like you should watch both and have a grand old time with the movies because, I mean, yes, it was 3 hours, but it didn't actually feel like a 3 hour movie to me. It was good. I really enjoyed it.
Excellent. Lovely. Okay, wonderful. Well,
Okay.
that's going to do it for us. We've reached the end of the episode.
We did it.
Congratulations, Julie.
For making it to the
Wait,
for showing up a second time.
did you guys buy snacks when you watched the movie? Was there snacks
Yeah,
involved?
he bought popcorn and drinks.
Okay, cute. Awesome.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. We've reached the end of the episode. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at You, Me, and Chisme. Make sure you visit youmeandchisme.com, visit our website, sign up for the newsletter. Make sure that you rate, subscribe, review the podcast wherever you listen to us. A review would be a tremendous gift. So thank you very much. And make sure that you share this podcast with anyone and everyone that you
Mhm.
love because sharing ultimately is caring.
That's what they say.
And we'll be back next week with more Cheese Man. But until then, make sure you have lots of love, lots of peace, and most importantly, lots of Cheese Man in your life. Bye.
Bye.